Hey everybody, I wanted to introduce you to the new clay cradle that I designed with Kira McCoy from createalong.com. Comes in two versions, an equilateral triangle and a 4 repeat for a square cane. These are some canes I made, and the whole purpose of the cradle is to help you form more perfect triangular kaleidoscope canes. I recently taught this in Florida at Kira's Stay Play Clay Retreat. These are student pieces from my class. They each made a cane using the primary CYM color theory. And these pendants were from one student, Annette Swenson. Her link to her website is in the description. But you can see this was her first ever kaleidoscope cane, and what a wonderful job she did and the items she could make from it. And here's some more samples of results of things from perfect triangle canes and working slice by slice instead of making hexagon canes. I just wanted to discuss a little bit about the new Polymer Clay Cane Cradle from Create Along. I helped design this piece. I've been wanting something like this for years and years. This is a 6 repeat cane cradle. It's a equilateral triangle. And I just want to discuss a little bit how I use this. Now this one is the prototype. Okay, but even with the new ones, which I haven't received mine in the mail yet, I use painter's tape to cover the actual form. And I do this for two reasons. Painter's tape has a slightly textured surface. So if I'm building canes in here and I need to remove it, it's not sticking into the plastic. I also don't have to then clean the plastic. It allows me enough tackiness to keep it in place, but I can easily remove it. Now, if I'm reshaping canes or doing final shapes on canes, I use a plastic deli sheet. And I use that because I don't want it to stick at all. When I'm perfecting my points, the 3 points of the triangle, I'm not relying on pressing down into the base. I'm actually pressing against these two sides. That way against that side and that way against that side. That's where you're going to get your refinement of the points, not at the bottom. Turning it. And you'll also notice what happens when you're doing it this way. Instead of getting sucking in of the end, it's actually bulging. So you're not going to lose that much. Now, as far as a full reduction, not necessarily what this tool will do, but you can do a slight reduction by turning and flipping and compressing. And when you compress to reduce, you don't get the clay sucking in at the ends. It bulges out. So you're going to lose virtually no end of your cane. I'm going to take a few slices. This is a very old cane that I reshaped with this. See how nicely they go together? Now you can see this cane, I just had it on there for a few seconds. It's not fully shaped to a perfect triangle, but I'm very close. And I don't work on the concept of putting multiple canes together to build one big hexagon cane. To me, that is the most unprecise way of putting cane slices together. I would rather do individual slices, and I usually use my Lucy slicer or some version of a slicer because it's the only way to get exact cane slices. And I'm just doing this here for a quick demo, but then I would cut the other two. But you can build canes in here and then use rods and straight edge tools to shape each component as you build. And then when you're done, you pull it out and reduce it a little bit and put it back in for the final shaping. It's an awesome tool. And while this is not my best cane work ever, it's just so nice to be able to shape a cane that's perfect so that after you let it rest and you take 6 slices, you can make perfect kaleidoscopes. Thanks for watching. I'll have the link in the description for the Create Along site with the Cane Cradle. It's a must-have tool if you're going to make perfect kaleidoscope canes. Thanks for watching. I hope you share and like and see my other videos. And yes, I'm sitting outside today. It's just beautiful. I will be making more videos using the Cane Cradle in the near future, along with my other tools sold on createalong.com.